I'm going to take a few minutes and walk you through our January 21st auction. That's this Wednesday night. A lot of really fun stuff in here. The lots are really interesting. We got more antique quilts. We have these pretty much every week, and these two are, one of these is really fantastic, but they're both really good. We have lots of good jewelry lots this week. Some of it is sterling. There's some Native American trays of turquoise and bench beads. So just a lot of this kind of sterling silver. We're gonna have a couple of good trays of rings this week. These are sterling rings. We have another sterling ring tray here. There's another one over here that has some more interesting pieces in it as well. So lots of jewelry this week. One of my favorite things in the auction, well, we're gonna have two. So this Omega, this is a 1960s or 70s Omega men's wristwatch. Good piece. But the fun piece is this Omega Seamaster. This one is complete with papers, or I will say near complete. It's probably complete, but I'm not sure. I'll call it near complete with papers, but Omega Seamaster, it is in the box, it does have its paperwork, so we'll sell that in here too. And all this other jewelry. Oh, this is kind of fun. Don't get super excited. It's just a box, but a good early Rolex box, the wood line. It does have its inserts as well as its original paperwork from Rolex. So it'll sell you a Rolex box. Over here we're gonna have more watches, more of our kind of little miscellaneous flats, large collection of foreign money. And then in this we have just a mix of monies, and that includes probably $20 worth, maybe $30 worth of the Buffalo Indian head nickels. So you don't see these very often anymore. One of the things we found in a house last week were all these new old stock 1960s sweaters. There are some NOS, some unused Pendleton sweaters in there, the wool ones. And there's just a bunch of wool sweaters that are new old stock as well. Pendletons and more. Kind of, oh, this one's Jansen. That's a better brand too, Jansen. So we'll sell those in here, that's fun. These Henri figurines, these are, this one's Sarah K, this one's signed. Anyway, Henri figurines, a gigantic Yadro. This Yadro is probably 16 inches tall, stained glass lamps. This is kind of a fun piece. Now it's damaged on this side, but this is an early stop sign, 1920s. It does have some damage, but it is hand painted wood, so a sign company would have painted this for the town or the city. Cool piece, you don't see very many yellow ones of those. Over on this side of the front table, miscellaneous jewelry, several lots of the carved soapstone, the Chinese carved soapstone, lunchbox collection, including a fairly rare psychedelic dome. This is from the 1960s, and this psychedelic dome is just in spectacular condition. Fritos, that's 1960s, 70s, that thing's super nice. A little rougher, but nevertheless, a James Bond lunchbox, that's pretty cool. Over here in the front, we're gonna sell a fantastic collection of arrowheads. There's several lots. I'm gonna sell most of these by the piece. There are a couple that we'll sell choice on, but for the most part, you're gonna buy it by the Riker box full. It has some really amazing things. This one's particularly good. The size of this arrowhead, it is absolutely humongous. More ornaments. That one's early, gotta be at least 4,000 or 5,000 years old, could be older. Neat piece there. And all the arrowhead, oh, here's another one, this was great too. So it's a really good collection. It's a good old collection. This collection was put together quite a while ago. Some pieces of it were in this collection for probably 70 or 80 years. Fun stuff there, we're gonna sell all of that. Behind me, just a great assortment of antiques. One of my favorite things back here, Ralph's Sanitarium. So these are all like local hotels, the Sheraton, St. Louis Hospital Creameries. We'll sell that stuff along with elk antlers. And one of the cool things that I love so much, these are neat. This is a Coach blanket. It's made out of a bear fur. So Coach blanket, this one's early. This one is tagged. It's in the photograph, so you'll get the ad. But a good bear blanket, Coach blanket, some powder horns. It's a nice early American powder horn there. So we'll sell the powder horns. Oh, and a particularly scarce, large Polypop bottle. My understanding is they only made about 500 cases of these, and fairly hard to find. So a cool piece there. A little bit of Boy Scout stuff. Over here, some primitives, a little bit of advertising, some primitives, and then there's a whirligig. These are my favorites. I love whirligigs. The whirligig, let's see if it works. Yeah, so a neat whirligig. Cool pieces there. Nice piece of old folk art. Some more antique stuff. Little wagon. This is a nice little wagon. This is early. Little rough, but the graphics on it are fantastic. There's a tiger on the back wall. Lots of good art this time. So we have art from well-listed and listed artists, and they include Frank Saz of Kansas City fame, as well as many other pieces. The prints are signed. There's one particularly good print right here, and I'll add it to the ad. I don't remember what his name is at the moment, but good pieces. The cockatoos, that's an original painting. This one's J. Chris Morrell. All listed artists, all good quality. The back glass back here, a very large collection of Waterford this week. So every piece in there that looks like cut crystal is Waterford. So we'll sell all the Waterford that's in there. That's fun, that's gonna be a good pile. On this side in the front, I have 2 of these J.R. Hamill books. The nice thing about these, J.R. Hamill, Kansas City artist, really well respected here in town. And these are both signed by him. So we'll have 2 of those. With small ship's clock, I think it's more of a souvenir than anything else, but we'll sell that in here. There are several of these Sage fly fishing rods. I don't know if they're new old stock or not. They surely are mint, better quality, so we're gonna sell those along with some higher end fly reels. So all that'll get sold this week. A little more smalls, a nice little smalls cabinet, a good old Stein, and 2 Stetson open road fedoras. So that's the front. Back in the second tables, we have more of the cowboy hats, more of the small antiques. This side right here is an interesting selection of kids' toys. And it includes one of my all-time favorites, these 1980s Schwepper Stompers. These are the little battery-powered cars from the 80s. You put a battery in, they go everywhere. There are several of the cars in here and a few more of the bodies. So we'll sell that as a group, but there's more back here as well. There are a couple of sets of Micronauts. Micronauts there, and for you train guys, there's a nice little set of Lionel trains in here. So, oh, and there's a PlayStation 2 back here as well. We'll sell all of that. Behind me, you'll see a couple of stained glass windows. These are nice big pieces and they're in relatively good condition. They're old, the frames on them, I mean, you replace them, but the glass has survived and that's the best part. So those are gonna be fun. Beside them, a Ames mirror, someone turned a horse collar, an Ames horse collar into a mirror. And then beside that, we have the Trico wiper arms display. That's a pretty cool thing, piece of advertising in front of the auto parts store. That's really fun. So back here in the back, I've got a little bit of clothes over here. Some of it's really fun. I have these new old stock little children's German or Switzerland outfits. Some of them still have the tags on them. These have got to be from the 1940s or 50s, or a little bit of that. There are also a good collection of Harley Davidson t-shirts, one of which is a particularly rare one, this all over print V-twin. I looked this one up online. It looks like this is a better one, but there are several of these this week. 1, 2, yeah, that's cool. So we'll sell that, there's quite a few of them over here. We'll sell the Harley Davidson t-shirts and shirts this week. There's a Woolworths jacket. These I love. These are Duck's Back red wool pants. Those are fun too. Have some of that in here this week, as well as graphic novels. There are several flats of these vintage graphic novels. We'll sell flat by flat by flat. Also, there's a lot of antique books in here this week. We have jewelry flats this week as well. Now, the jewelry flats, I really tried to fill them out this week, and we did more than just jewelry. We did more of the smalls flats. Everyone seems to like those. There's several of these kind of flats in here. Just kind of little smalls, pipes, antique bits. I think there's probably, well, I don't know how many, but there's several flats of that kind of stuff again, as well as flats just completely chucked full of vintage jewelry. It is all through here, vintage jewelry. So all the sides are completely full of antique-y, collectible-y bits. This one has stuff all the way down to the ends. That side has stuff all the way down to the ends. It's our regular fun flats back here. There is some extra bits. There's a Couch Patch Kid lamp. It goes all the way down on the sides. Always there's little antique bits in here. There's some wood bits, little wood antiques, lanterns, whole flats of this kind of stuff. So both sides are full of those this week. That's gonna be a really fun side lot when we sell choice. I made a bunch of box lots out of plush this week. Some little girl's room had all this plush in it last week that we found. You have strawberry shortcake. I know there's some Care Bears. I think there's some Hug-A-Bunch. I think there might even be a My Child doll. You're gonna have to dig through here to see what's in there. I don't really know, but we're gonna sell all the plush Wednesday night, and there's quite a bit of it. We have a couple of bicycles in the back. Specialized hybrid bike, carbon fiber and other pieces, but a nice piece. You need a nice bike, that's a good bike. Also this Zoomer Elite recumbent tricycle. Really good tricycle, really well made. If you need a recumbent, this is a great way to buy one. We are gonna sell these in here. There's no reserves, so you can just buy it, but great pieces there. In the back, as always, shelves full of home goods. Pots and pans that are new in their boxes, Dirt Devils. I mean, you just never know what's gonna be on these shelves, and I haven't gone through them. I know there's electronics, and there's 4 of these speakers. I'll put the brand in the ad, in the print ad, but I know the brand was really good. It's a weird oddball brand, but it looks like they're fairly valuable. Back here on the sides, on this side, there's a little bit more. We have vintage and antique children's books, little golden books, a whole flat's full of vintage Boy Scout, license plates, beer advertising, BB guns, Marshall amps. Fun auction, fun stuff on this side. So it's a fun auction for you on Wednesday night. We hope you come out. We hope to see you here. Hope you buy a lot of stuff. Thanks for supporting us, and we'll see you tomorrow night.